All right, the fourth piece of predictable freedom is to have your restored mental bandwidth. This will serve you for the rest of your life because having the struggle with food takes up so much mental energy. And in a lot of ways that so many get it wrong when we go to like the experts, I'll put that in quotes, is that there's this conventional thinking of that you have to spend your whole life in fear of relapse, you have to avoid certain foods forever. And so again, it's the more and more lack of freedom, more cages that you're putting yourself in to try to control this thing with food, when that is just not the way to full freedom. So the wonderful thing is that when full freedom is not only something that you know is possible, but is absolutely predictable, you see how your brain works. Part of having freedom is to understand why you are not free now and how to get free. So to understand that what fires together, wires together. And now that you know the series of thoughts and you know what leads to the behavior, then you end the habit on the thought level. The behavior never happens because why would it? You don't have the urge to do the thing that you would regret because you've already used the neurological interrupt system to stop it at the thought level. And now you don't have your thoughts wiring with these actions because you're interrupting these thoughts. And after a while, when it's not firing and wiring together, then your brain just doesn't need to put resources toward this behavior that was hurting you. It doesn't need to put its resources toward those cravings or those urges to binge or overeat, which is a really beautiful thing because you get that back. The mental energy and all the bandwidth and like the physical brain dedication that was going toward the thing that hurt you is now a non-issue, and you get that energy back, you get that mental bandwidth back, you get that option to be able to focus on what actually matters in your life. And you can be in situations that used to be really mentally and emotionally taxing, and it's just a complete non-issue because you just get to be there, and the old things that used to be, I'll put in quotes, triggering, because you understand that like there are no triggers anymore, because you have the brain of a normal eater, which is a phenomenally wonderful thing. Because not only do you have this brain of a normal eater where you're not dealing with the cravings, where you're not dealing with the urges, where it's just a non-issue, where you get to be at peace, but you're also getting to enjoy everything that used to go toward the thing that hurt you. Now you get to transmute that back to you being able to use those resources for the things that matter to you and have true freedom.